The Boating Adventure Community Post Channel Update number 17. Welcome to the Swamp Duck. It's been great just to be able to bring the Swamp Duck out for a couple of days. I'm on the Trent and Mersey Canal, but I can't go very far because that away there is a winter stoppage at Bridge 7, I think it is. They're doing some pointing up on one of the bridges, so the navigation is closed for about 3 weeks. So there isn't going to be much in the way of any boat traffic going up and down. So I wanted to find somewhere quiet where I could sit and do some of the work on a video that I'm doing at the moment. It is nice not to have to rely on green screens in the studio for a change. In my video 231, Preparing for Tidal Waters, I talked about the need for some further equipment, about 5 pieces in all. I have managed to secure 4 of them. Thank you very much to all my lovely family and friends who gifted them to me for my recent birthday. Firstly, I need another one of these, a jerry can. We need to make sure that we have the ability to be able to make arrangements for people to bring us some extra fuel as we go along the tidal Trent, because there are very few opportunities to get it. On the first trip, however, I have discovered that there is a marina not too far from Torksey that does actually sell petrol. So that is going to work out to be quite a useful stop off on our visits northwards on the Trent. But it would be useful to have an extra jerry can so that this can go in the back of a car and be filled up and brought to us. That's my plan. Secondly, we need an emergency horn, just in case the horn on the Swamp Duck stops working for some reason. It is advisable, I think, to have a spare horn, and this actually is a lot louder than the horn on the Swamp Duck. So it's one of these pressure things, quite simple to operate. I don't think I dare do it on the boat this afternoon. We'll have goodness knows how many people searching for us. But that just pumps and it's very, very loud. My dog hates it. But that will be very useful. As well as being heard, we also need to be seen. So thank you to my friends Phil and Nick, who bought me this really rather nice lantern. It's got an LED light on the bottom there, and then that has a red and blue flashing light, and then it also has a really good beam light. I don't know whether you can see that. That's excellent, and it is all rechargeable, and that actually flashes as well, so it sort of sends a distress call, if you like. It's not SOS or anything, I don't think, but that would certainly draw somebody's attention. So that's pretty good, and especially as it's rechargeable. So that's with the third thing. And then the fourth item, this took a bit of getting, because when I sent for it, it arrived in a very large cardboard box. When I opened it, I discovered that it was almost an empty cardboard box, because it's a boat hook, and the top part was sold as a separate part to the pole. That was in the package, but the pole had escaped. So I had to get back onto the company that sold it and ask them for a pole. And so the pole arrived sometime later, and we only just managed to get it before another one disappeared out the bottom of the box. I've since made some suggestions to the company as to how they might pack the poles in future, because they must lose loads of them. A bit silly, really. So we needed this because it extends, and it's much longer than the one that I made when I first got the boat out of a broom handle, basically, and one of those hooks that you use for opening windows and that kind of thing. So this will help us when we're in deeper locks and we have to pass a rope up to the lock keeper, if that's the case. So that will help, and also it helps us to push off from a bit further distance, and pass a rope to a bollard, things like that. So I think that will be a useful item to have on the boat. There is a fifth item which I haven't yet secured, and that is I wanted to get an anchor ball and the fitment that goes with it, and that will help to retrieve the anchor a lot easier when you come to lift an anchor, should you have to anchor up in a river. I hope we don't have to, but we need to practice that and know what we're doing, just in case there is some kind of emergency. And we know how to deploy one because we've done it before, but getting it off the bottom is something else. So a ball and the mechanism that goes with it does make it a lot easier. My next video, which will be premiered at 8 AM on Saturday the 4th of March 2023, is of my recent visit to a CRT open day. So join me on Saturday the 4th of March 2023 at 8 AM for my video 238 to the gallows. Thank you very much for your support, and do take care.